Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I'm just doing an update on the server. It's come up with some more mods that need updating. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I'll run the server. I'm just checking whether there's anything here that makes a difference to us in the mod notes. It's updating 3 mods currently. It'll only take a couple of minutes. When we get in, I'll need to fly to Paris Island and check the loot crate works. If that works, the rest will work, if that makes sense. And I'll test the rest off stream. You all know where the first one is because it says so on the key. So it's not, I'm not giving anything away. But the rest will be done without people watching for obvious reasons. Then we can talk about the server. I'll answer any questions you have. I can show you how the base building works, sort of. Well, I can do a base, but we can take over a house. I can explain blueprints and how they work. So for building storage. Evening, how are you? Aftermath's been taken offline, Bimmy. Their system was completely mucked up. Downbad the same. Survivalists have just disappeared completely. So the big servers are having problems with it. A lot of what it does in the background is a problem. I'm just going to see if there's any more updatable content. No. Okay, let's start the server again. Let's grab my password. Oh, Merv, I have no idea, mate. Maybe because the house next door has Chinese in it. I'm glad you didn't ask me where babies come from. I have no idea, mate. No idea on that one. I think it's something to do with the stalk. And welcome. If your link works tonight, because you never know, that'll be Mr. Merv. Right, I'm loading in now, guys. Yes, stalk butter. I'm thinking stalk butter. Must be. Because a stalk flies over and then a baby appears. Can't be any other reason for it. So, 3 things we need to do. 1, we need to check loot crates work. So just the first one. Everyone knows where that is from the key that you get when you spawn in. 2, we need to do a bit of base building so you get some idea of how that works. And number 3, we need to do a basic run for balance. As in, it should be hard. So I'll F11 and then come back in. And we'll see how we get on. And we can have a look at some weapons and such like. So we'll do the loot crate to start with. This is just my test base that I've put up to make sure things stay up. Look at that nice new door. And a grill. You can put gas on and cook. Weapon cases. Weapon walls. 3 different types of building. So vanilla, these doors, and we'll show you some more of that later, and expansion, all working together and all working with explosives. Baby flag. So we're just going to start off with flying to Paris and just testing that the loot crate spawns and it works. Hi 92. Well, that's good. That works. It's there. You're like, what's that? That spawns in. That's ruined. You might like this item, guys. Now you've got a belt that will hold a water bottle, pistol holster, and 2 grenades. So loot crate is working. That's fine. Happy with that. We're just going to commit suicide. Actually, no. We'll do the bit of base building first, so I can show that off. And then we'll do a balanced run. Let's just make it nicer weather. Clear. Apply. Bang. There we go. Let's go and find a house, because you know how to build outside using expansion. So let's do something with a property so you can see what you could do. Stonington's too big. I want something small little village with 1 house. There we go. That'll do. Bang. There we go. 1 front door. 1.27 snapped twigs under my feet. So to build, you will need a flag up before it will let you build. Same as normal. Not a bad property for this. Flag can be taken down by the enemy. So make sure your flag is protected at all costs. I'm going to spawn in the items I need for this just to show this. Because it's a run that we'll learn more from. So rope. Fits. So normal routine that you're used to. Rope and sticks combined to make, where it says flagpole kit. In your hands. Choose your spot. Deploy it. Create a territory. And raise it. And I think that's 1.27 making sounds that never stop. Yeah, that's 1.27 up to no good. But there's your first problem with 1.27. It still thinks I'm building that flag. Next. Is that finished? Ah, finished at last. Okay. Is there a build anywhere mod on here? Yes, there is a build anywhere mod on here. No, we don't need it, basically. But yes, you can build wherever you like. So, again, sticks. And a rope. I want a few of those because we're going to do a couple of things. So I can show them off. Rope. So, you've got your normal vanilla stuff and expansion stuff. Small flagpole, yeah. So, fence kit, watchtower kit, flagpole, shelter, window barricade, we'll come to that later. Medium barricade, craft window, medium barricade. Door barricade, which turns door barricade, yeah. Floor kit when we get into expansion. So we're going to do for a double door barricade to start with, which will turn into a door. It will tell you which side is inside and which side is outside. And it's going to need shed loads of resources. We're going to cheat because it will take hours to get all the resources together. It's not meant to be easy. Just want to show you what's possible realistically. ESP. Base building. And we'll get this upgraded. 2 tiers, wood and metal. So that gives you a double door. That will block up, not 100%, but covers the door. It will take expansion code locks. But it needs to be open to place a code lock on it. Set code. And then it will remember that. Yes! Yeah, like on Karma Crew. Now, for raiding it, actual charge. Oh, Merv, I've got you a new Ruger. Hi, Tin Man. It'll get there. I will show it off. I think you'll be more impressed. Hi, Ryan. Just want this to blow first. And you can still use expansion and you can still use vanilla. So you can mix all three into a base. I know, it's my sort of music. Sounds more like the more darker underground clubs I might have once gone to. And that's how you gain entry. Code lock stays on, the doors get blown off. On the other items, the code locks get blown off, but we can live with that. Yeah? Happy? Good. Right then. Let's have a look at a window. So you want to block off a window? You have to get it up, which is that's a higher window than that, but we'll just go for that window just to, you probably use a double window on that. But we'll do that just to show you what it can do. Obviously it's thinking we're building it for ages because this is now 1.27 issue. And we'll cheat build it again. That's boarded up. But what we've got on it now you can open it and it's got a stick holding it up. Get rid of my ESP. So that gives you two options. You can either close it, and you can put blackout curtains on these things as well, should you wish to. I don't know on that one. No, because only the person that owned the base would be able to unlock it. Because that would still be physically locked, just there'd be no door there anymore. But we can live with that, I think. Or if you've got a gun and someone's outside and causing a problem, rather than run up to the window, supposedly you can shoot it out. So let's talk guns while we're here. Not the Sporter. A Ruger position, yeah, in 308. Okay, you can't shoot this one out. Okay. Yes, you can. And it will fall down. No, this is a put items inside to build it. So that's like vanilla. That is a vanilla way of building. Because I just cheated because we haven't got all night to do it. So you'd need to put nails in, planks, wire. It's like vanilla, but a different style object. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we'd need to add another stick to it to rebuild it. But you can add to it then curtains as well with burlap sacks. Upgrade them further. The other items you can build with windows and doors. so you know, is there is a single door. And if you don't build it fully to a door, you can use it to block an entrance off, and then it can't be raided, so you could block a different way into your house. So medium barricade. Oh, we've done that. Let's try again. Window barricade we did. Medium barricade. So a slightly bigger one. So that size window. You've seen the double door. And a single door as well. Yeah. And the mini flag means you're more covert, which is nice. And there's a single door. So that's what that has that's extra. 1.27 is keeping these crafting sounds going. So unless they patch soon, you'll have to put up with that. I can't solve that. It doesn't happen forever, but it's not catching up. So let's talk storage and blueprints while we're here. So bring some planks in. Plank. 1, 2, 3, and metal plate. One, two, three, and then blueprints. So, you might find blueprints. Can you snap items together? No. You can with expansion, but you can't with vanilla or those doors I've just shown you. But you can with the expansion items. But you can mix all three into a build. So it's up to you how you use them. So, there are certain blueprints you can find in the world. These will only spawn in the world or some loot crates. It'll tell you what it needs. So that needs 10 planks. And that will make you a shelf kit. Weapons, ammo boxes, and the protector case. Weapons show up. Remove with a screwdriver. Gun rack needs wooden planks. Weapons show up. No nails needed on those. But you need to get the blueprints. On the base building, you'll need nails, obviously. I just cheated. Now, this holds the standard wooden crates, the boxes, oh, the metal boxes or wooden crates. I believe, actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the metal crates that they give, potentially. Wooden crate, okay. Oh, that's planks. I'll try that one in a second. Metal crate. Can't see it will hold this one. No. Lots of slots there. But they're all with blueprints. We'll just grab some more wood a second. This is not the only storage. No, so it's not those. $160 slots on that one. So that's blueprints. And you can find the blueprints in the world and in loot crates. You can also find in the world certain kits. Now, I'm not going to show all of them to you. Where are we? Kit. MA shelf kit. Let's go for form one of those in, one of those in, those in. Pretty sure that a cooker. What's it called? Gas grill. One of those in, and then gas. Is it? Gas canister. Okay, so a metal locker holds weapons and clothing, and then I'm guessing when you expand it, you'll get a little bit, you get the storage that you'd normally get in that item as well. There you're used to. Yes, and I can use them as rewards. A cooker for your base. Needs a gas canister for it to work. And then you can use it as a normal cooker. There are barrels as well. A water barrel that you can fill with water, have in your base to use, take your water bottles off that, so you can get a massive amount of water home and use it in your base. For whatever reason, that's not working today. Okay, probably too close to everything else at the moment, but fridges as well. So that gives you some, and there's a lot more items I've got spawning in the world than that, but it gives you some idea. That's never going to happen. As I said, this is just a testing thing. So that's giving you the basics of base building. Giving you some idea. Let's give you the ones of you that like shooting people. You might, if you're very lucky and know where to look, find yourself a 14.5 times 114mm anti-material rifle. Won't take a silencer. It is 13 kilograms in weight. So it is going to cause an issue for carriage. Slow to reload. But no real rise of shot. So if we aim for that tree stump, that's where we're hitting. That's a very nasty weapon. It's end game. I'm not putting that in general loot in normal areas. There are some more weapons. So, if you find yourself CE pills, keep them. That bottle of pills will cure anything. Whatever illness you have, including eating human flesh, CE pills will cure. So 100% needed. If you can get some. You have to find them, obviously. So let's F11 and just do a balance run. And there are a few more weapons out there as well. Some normal extra weapons as well. Yes, I am. If you've got the pills. So, normal spawn, apple, key, rope, bandages, glow stick, knife. But we've got a massive nerf on loot. I haven't got God mode on still, have I? Yes, I have. Let's turn it off. So first port of call, fishing. Oh, is that a crash? 1.27. Oh no, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? That was a 1.27 playing up. Again, another reason why we're doing this early, to allow all the mods to be updated. Look at these sticks breaking as we run around. I don't particularly want to be in Stonington, but hey, not the best place to spawn, is it? More of a lack of loot than last time, guys. Keep Merv happy. Obviously, because it's just me on the server at the moment, there's going to be more food around. Because there's nobody else competing for it. Yes, Paris Island again. I haven't done any work on the keys, John. I haven't had a chance to. It takes hours to do work on the keys. You know, it's not as simple as just going, I want a box here. I have to program them in. With coordinates, and I have to test all the coordinates. It might not be by the time I finish. Depends how many updates we get between now and Thursday. I don't like that. The sheet is spawning at 10 sheets at a time. And I don't know how to fix it at the moment. But I'm determined to learn by the wipe. Because I don't want people picking up 10 sheets. I want like a single sheet. Both. So things work on their seconds anyway, which is correct, how normal DayZ works. Okay. Can you send me a message about that, John, because I won't remember from chat. And I think of that as HQ building. What you call ATC is what I would think of as an HQ building. Which is why I named it HQ. I might just change it to New Haven. Make people look for it. What was I saying? Sorry. I completely forgot what I was saying then. My train of thought's gone completely. Silly goblin. And I still have to do some balance on loot. Certainly balance on where things are spawning before we go live. I like the condition things are spawning in though. That works for me. I want to get out of this town and find some bushes that I can fish at. Yeah. That would work. I'm noticing we don't get a stamina bar. Is that a 1.27 thing? It just sort of happens. Or do we have to turn that back on now? Obviously, this is new to me. Video? A game. Mm-hmm. It is, and it shouldn't be. Yeah, it's still working. It's just not showing up because they've not updated their mod. No. It's like it's lost the bottom of the screen, isn't it? So if they don't update their mod, we ain't getting that back. But it will still be there. That's annoying me that lifers are still spawning. I wanted to wipe the server and we haven't wiped. So things are in that I don't want. We've not wiped in the conventional way. Really annoying. I don't have lighters on the server. But there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. No, I'm not in God mode. I'm in normal mode at the moment. But 1.27, as I said, is mucking up things. And this is the problem I have. This is why we have to do what we did. Unfortunately. If I was in God mode, I could jump forward using H, and I can't. We'll obviously still have sleep mode on, but if there's no UI showing up, that's not fair on new players that join the server and don't understand what the mod is. Why do I keep falling asleep? Yeah? And so if they don't do an update to sleep mod, by the time we're ready to go live, I don't like the fact that's spawned with a magazine either. That needs sorting. Getting some weird lag as well. That's a deer isle thing. Starter towns have less zombies now. But it is getting some stuffers on here. Which it never used to have. I'm nothing like a shed in the wrong place. So there is loot around, just not a lot that's very useful. We can still rip up clothes with our hands. So a lot of what I'm waiting for now is to see if mods come out. Because if they don't, this is all a waste of time. And that's what's really annoying for me. A well round here somewhere, isn't there? Least of my worries. So that's how long you have to get food. Not long at all. And apart from low-grade weapons, we've not really found a lot in the way of being able to defend yourself. See, alarm clocks shouldn't be spawning either. I've taken them out of the loot table. I might be forced to do a proper wipe. I really did not want to have to do. So I have to build everything. Well, I don't have to build everything from scratch. I can copy and paste. It's quite quick to do. But just to clear the loot table properly. John, whatever it is today might not be what it is on Friday. Yeah? At the moment it's police. That stutter I don't like either. We got that little stutter then. We never used to get stuff like that. That's got the new attachment slots on it. Put it in either. Oh no, we only put it on that one. Okay. Torches shouldn't be in. Did that stutter there? That would kill you if you were playing. There's your 1.27 bugs. I'm not moving the mouse now, or keyboard. So something that we've got on the server is interfering with the code. This wipe might be put back a lot longer as we try and fix it. Because that's not playable. That would get you killed. And it'll be one of the mods that I've got here that's doing it. Hi, Ace. But which one is anyone's guess. We'll just try logging out and logging in and see if that fixes the UI. We'll see if that fixes it. Well, it won't do, but we're trying everything now. The last thing I want to do is a full wipe. Because rebuilding things like survivor missions is not quick. And it could be survivor missions that's causing the problem. There's no way of knowing. Literally, you have to build the server, put one mod on, play for half an hour, see if that works, put the second mod on, see if that works. If it fails, it could be the first mod or the second mod that's interfering with the game, or the combination of the two mods, and you have to try and work it out as you delete mods. It's a bitch with an update like this that's changed fundamentally a lot of the stuff in the background. We're going to log back in again, guys. Yes, that's all you can do. Today was a massive update, Ace, that's broken lots of community servers, as you've noticed, and as is happening on here. Servers are getting broken left, right and centre. Yeah. Hi, Critical. Come right out and come back in again. No, it's not you. It's a DayZ. It's a big DayZ update that's changed about 16 gigs worth of data in the background. So it's a big update. That doesn't mean it will increase by 16 gigs. It'll be patching a lot of the stuff you've already got, if that makes sense. But it's causing problems. I'm going to go back in once it lets me. If it lets me. No, I didn't want that. Come out of that. Alt tab. No. Control Alt Delete. There we are. Task Manager. Cancel DayZ. End task. Major crash. DayZ. What's annoying is up till this morning everything was fine. Then I went to work and we come back to this. That's why BI always say we don't support mods. Well, we don't make modded servers. Yeah. Mods are all down to modded people that do them themselves. Yeah. You'll notice improvements. You'll notice differences. Things have changed, if that makes sense. And there's a massive patch list for 1.27. A lot of it's Sakau based, but a lot of the Sakau stuff will also happen in normal. If you play community servers like I am now, lots of them will have problems as they try and fix all the issues. The issues I'm having now is, until the people that have written the mods do updates, I have no way of knowing if it's broken beyond all repair or whether it will be back in a couple of days. So we might lose mods that we've currently got just because they don't work anymore. I love updates. I hate the hassle of what we're doing now. See, we still don't have the UI. The bit that shows our stamina. That's sort of just gone. And now we've got a coal. That stutter is awful though when it kicks in. Still got the normal barrels, guys, that you're used to. Obviously you can't place them unless you've got a base. You can just drop them. So you need a flag to place them. It might be Deer Isle that's the problem. There is no way of knowing. People don't have to wipe. Only official has to wipe. But everyone gets the update whether they like it or not. It's an update to DayZ. Community servers have been told you don't have to wipe. It's up to you. Having played this for 10 minutes, we're wiping. I'm going to have to do a full wipe, which will put us back by a few more days before we can go live. Because there's no way this is playable. Which is why the reason I do this. Normal vanilla. I just call vanilla normal. Community are modded servers in my head, rather than community. And vanilla is normal. There is. Go into Steam, click on the actual mod itself, and it will show you how much space it will take up. So it will say, say you open up a Steam page with loot crates on. Don't know if I can show you easily now. No, I can't. But it will show you in the top right hand corner in the Steam workshop, if you look up loot crate, how big it is. John, it can be. It could be Deer Isle. There's no way of knowing, mate, is there? Yeah? Do you think I really want now to spend another 3 weeks building a server? Yeah, from scratch. Not really. Also, I won't run a vanilla map without any mods on, because that defeats everything that I want to offer. Yes, so if I do a full wipe, everything gets deleted, and I can rebuild, and I can use backups to build stuff. But I'm going to be forced to do a full wipe from the stutter to try and work out what mods are at fault. And the fact that it's spawning in loot that I'm not even allowing on the server. So you have, how do I describe it? So you can choose items that you put into the loot table. So I could say I don't want the cigarette lighter. And the reason I don't have the cigarette lighter is even if the cigarette lighter gets wet, it will still work. And I think that's OP for a survival server. So I don't have the cigarette lighter spawn in. It's spawning it in. It's not even in my loot table. But it's still spawning it in. To me, that's broken. To me, that means I need to do a full wipe. Then you add in the fact that the sleep mod isn't showing up. I haven't got the bottom left-hand side showing where my stamina bar is. Which is realistic. You run out when you start huffing and puffing. But players won't be used to it. The same with the sleep bar. You know, sleep is working. So I can press full stop, poses, lie down. And it will tell me I'm still awake or too wet or something. They are. My rest level's too high and I'm cold. So sleep's working. It's just not showing the graphics. That would be something that BI would have to support, which they probably will never do, Ace, because they don't write mods. Yeah? Lag. And it's only me on the server. Yeah, that's the trouble. And I don't want that. We can check that now. No vehicles on the server. But that's handled slightly differently because I can turn them off in events. So I can say to the event file, don't spawn any vehicles. Loots. But for some reason, it's picking up loot that I've not got on the server and deploying it. Also, mods I no longer have the server. They're now in the mod list of stuff that I can deploy. It seems to have remembered stuff that we've had on 3 months ago. And still given the option for those items. Give you an example. We no longer have tactical flava. So TF stuff. And earlier on, in God mode... let me just give myself food so I don't die while I'm showing you. If I type TF, that's not finding it now. It was earlier. Fog. FOC stuff. I've just spawned fog around myself. We shouldn't be able to do that. Not like that. See if we can get that bug working and get happening again with a stutter. Certainly the building mod stuff's not working, is it? Oh, I've got that map ready to go for next wipe. Yeah. I'm starting to develop that now for next wipe. I don't really want... I want to give you a full wipe on Deer Isle first, though. Here's my test base still. Are you just running around modding up Goblin Z? I'm testing the balance of Goblin Z and seeing how broken it is, so I can work out whether it's ready to go on Friday. It's not. And whether we need to do certain things to make it better, Ace. That's what I'm doing this evening. Because I'm trying to build a server for these guys to play, and anyone else who wants to play it as well. But it is just me trying to mod it around the outside of work. Like tomorrow I can't do any work. I've got a long day on it. We needed to do this to see how broken 1.27's made it. You know, it might be sleep mod that's interfering with, say, stamina bar. And unless sleep mod gets an update, it's not going to be fixed. But it might be sleep mod when you've got loot crates on. Now might interfere with the stamina bar. Who knows? Yeah. That's the problem I have. It could be anything. A little bit of a rapid movement. It could be the weapons mod. It could be the storage mod. It could be the clothing mod. It could be the Deer Isle mods. No, certainly not. None of my servers will ever be any warmer than this. This is vanilla Deer Isle warm. This is August in Deer Isle. It doesn't help the clothing I've got on, let's be honest. And if you were playing this for real, you'd hope to have better clothing, because you'd spend some time moving around slowly and looting up. But let's jump to a bigger city or somewhere where it's going to spawn zombies in and see if we get that stutter. Now we're going to turn on God mode because I don't want to get killed by them. We just want to see if the stutter kicks in. My FPS is alright. I'm getting 260 at 4K. Stutter there. But you'd expect a little bit of stutter on Deer Isle anyway, because it's loading so many assets. Let's go and attract some zombies and see what happens. I hate it. I use it for development only, or for tracking what players are up to. Yeah, the new and improved 22. We're just seeing if we can get this stutter back. Make it better weather. Yeah, but you'd never be able to release that server to the world, or you'd get hated by everybody that plays on servers. This is just a testing thing. And we know it's broken. It's really annoying me because I thought we were ready to go Friday, and now I know we won't be. Because I can't do any work on the server till Thursday afternoon. Yeah. Because all I can do really tonight is when I finish this is do a backup of everything, all the data that I'm going to need to import in for testing. And then I'm going to have to load each mod individually and then play it and see if it's broken. And then add the next one to it and work down the list. It's going to take hours, days probably, to build a working server. It is just me trying to fix it. There's stutter there, major stutter, but you always do on those steps. Here they come. It has to update, it has no choice, Sarah's dad. So it'll be a mod here that's interfering with it. My guess is sleep, but sleep. Let's try something. Just going to log out, disable sleep, but not uninstall it, if that makes sense. And see if stamina bar's back. I don't know if I can show you this. Let's just see if I can show it to you guys. Give me a second, I need to move things around to see. No. That would be a no. Right, let me just go in, stop the server. But there's no more updates. No. Go into my installed mods. Take off sleep. Where am I? Mods, workshop mods, config. Let me find sleep a second. Then sleep. There we are. I need to copy that code, so I need to put it back in when I'm ready. Then sleep. Copy that. Put that into notes. And then we're going to delete Zen sleep out. And we can find it again. Let's move the line. Then sleep. Alright then, let's delete that one out. Now we save that. Now I put the server back live again. I'm just waiting for the server to come back up. Okay, server's back up. I'm going to go back in and see if that solves the stamina bar. I hope it does, but it means we lose sleep. And this sleep gets an update. Join. Next. Waiting for it to load back in, guys. Yeah, sleep mod was causing the problem there. Now we've got the stamina bar back, and all the other stuff down showing you what you're holding, what the server messages are coming through. So sleep mods are no go unless they do an update. Yeah. Now we get the plus symbols as well on our icons on the bottom right. Maybe that will fix the problem with stuttering as well. Let's jump to somewhere that's got lots of Zs. Where's the best place to go, John, for lots of Zs? Oh, if you're not having sleep mod, you'll be having something else that's equally as horrible. John, where can I go for lots of Zs? Because you know the map better than me. We need lots of stuff moving round. Airfield? Area 42. Thank you. We spawned out to give them a chance to spawn in, because they only spawn in when you're 300 meters away. So that might have cured the problem with stat lag as well. It is for what I needed to test with. So let's try a standard run through without God mode on and see whether we get any lag. Oh, I need to turn God mode off, don't I? Otherwise, I stay alive but lying down. So it looks like sleep mod is a no-go. I wouldn't put it in mid-wipe. So unless it gets an update between now and launch day, it won't be on the server. Yeah? Because to put it in mid-wipe is not fair on any player that isn't in the Discord. What's this? Why has it appeared? How does it work? Why have they put it in mid-wipe? Why are they spoiling the game that I love? Yeah? Slagging me off on forums as a mod owner that's adding mods mid-wipe that don't enhance his gameplay. I would never have played this server if it had this. You get all of that sort of shit. Yes, but we don't have sleep mod on here anymore. So it looks like sleep mod was causing a problem with the UI. And I'm hoping the stamina as well, but I won't know till we've run around for a bit. And we need gloves. That's the first thing we're going to need. I'm glad we've solved that problem though. And it'll be a shame to lose sleep because I've liked sleep mod. But if that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. Now we need 2 long sticks. Oh, we need a long stick for a fishing pole and a short stick for a hook. Okay, John. So obviously I'm saving my knife because until you find a sharpening stone or another knife, you're a little bit damned with that. A little bit of stutter. But that could just be Deer Isle because it's too big a map. Who knows, John? Oh, 2 fish. 1 whole fish worth of loot. We said we don't like that. At the moment, there's nothing I can do about it. That we need to take until I can work out why that's spawning in more than it needs to. But we'll work it out. Go both sides. Yes, it will. Excellent. I love that. Little things, please, Goblin. Don't think so. That's sort of food. First aid. Other stuff. We'll see once they're cooked. I haven't got any things to allow that on here. And I sort of like the fact that I'm forcing you players to think about where you store things. No. Yeah. I've got to think of something now to give you that annoys you, because we don't have sleep anymore. We might not. We might just live without it. I've got to get the metal to spawn in less than 10. It's got to spawn in like between 1 and 3 or something like that. It's a fair point. I haven't, Bimmy. Yeah, I haven't is the answer to that. I will do tonight before I log off. But I'm still trying to work out whether I need to wipe the server completely or not because of the loot problem. And if I need to wipe the server completely, then I probably do, because we've got on here items that I don't want to be on here, and they're still on here. So I'm going to have to build it from scratch again anyway. I can't solve that. I can't have vanilla loot spawning in that I've turned off, because by its very nature, it's not a survival server anymore. There's items in here that make surviving too easy. That it's not meant to be. Trench foot would be evil. It would, wouldn't it? But as someone that's once had trench foot, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. That you'll like, guys. I think you've probably seen this before. Obviously, we can't deploy it because I need a territory. But then within that, you can store barrels. And it will take vanilla or the modded barrels. My approximate guess, if I have to do a full wipe, which I'll make the choice on Thursday, then the server should be up for you and running by, as long as there's no major issues with mods, by Sunday rather than Friday. But that depends upon the loot situation. Yeah, just need razor blades in it. But again, flat caps I don't have in my loot table. So it's spawning in things that I don't want the game spawning in. That lighter being the major one. We don't seem to have the stutter problem we were having, which is nice. But the loot problem is a problem. We're still getting less loot, we're just getting the wrong loot. I like the amount of loot that's spawning in, though. It feels a bit more... Every item's important. And I've got no map working unless I get a map. Either find one or kill somebody that's got one. I've upped the knife spawns a little bit, and I've done that on purpose. Because I realise it can be very difficult to survive without a blade. Well, no, impossible to survive without a blade. Let's be honest. The tents, you know me, we never have tents. Why is it spawning tents in? Yeah? So, I think we're going to have to do a full wipe to try and sort the loot table out. So, it'll put back this being live till at least Sunday. So, I'll need a weekend to work on it. So, I get Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon, all day Saturday, and as much Sunday that I can use up until I've got bored of seeing numbers. Yeah, the loot table isn't working at all. But that's not a 1.27 problem. That was sort of playing up yesterday. But I thought I had a solution, but now I'm thinking that the wipe is the only solution that I can think of that will solve it once and for all. Because then it will get rid of anything left over from before. Because I haven't wiped this server. All I've done is deleted off the mods that we're not using to try and speed up the process. But I can save a lot of the data in the back end so we don't lose the data. So I just put it back in. But again, it could be one of the mods that's making it use the original types file, even though it's not in the normal place it calls it in the code. So I'm not quite sure how to solve that bit yet. But it'll be solvable. It always is. The amount of loot and how damaged it is right for what I wanted. Yeah. And that'll take time. It'll take a long time, because each time you've got to boot the server up. Come on. Run around till loot generates. Look at it. Find the loot that you need to find that shouldn't be on there. So that's a lot of running around before you can decide whether it's working or not. Or fly over the map, making it generate loot, which causes it to crash all the time. There shouldn't be any motorcycle helmets. You know the sort of loot that I always take out, because you never find it in the game. But there's a blueprint for a gun shelf. So suddenly, you're seeing the type of building I'm in, and that might give you a hint of where you need to be looking for blueprints. Blueprints are one-time use and either need planks or metal, but they will say on them, so that needs 10 wooden planks. So apart from the loot that is spawning in, do you think the balance is about right for how much loot is spawning in, or should it be harder? This could make a good little house now with that. Put a door on there. You could get storage items inside here. Don't touch the barbed wire, Goblin. Oh, look. I found a stone knife. But I also cut myself because I'm not very lucky. Also worth wearing a face mask on those type of things, if you've got one. Sometimes you won't get cut, sometimes you might catch an illness, sometimes you might be violently sick and bring everything out of your stomach. Sometimes you might catch a disease off what's inside the trash can or bin. It's really a desperate measure. Sometimes you'll get a single nail. It is very much I've got nothing else. I'm about to die. Let's start searching trash cans. Sometimes it'll be rotten food. Sometimes it'll be half-eaten food. It'll never be high tier loot, but it will always. But most of the items, not all, most of the items are useful. Just not be in the way that you think. Oh, for a can of drink. It's good, isn't it? And it's realistic, because searching through rubbish or trash feels right, because you're trying to survive. I've on purpose made it take a little bit longer than vanilla for that mod, just so. Oh, a Pinky's van. Maybe we'll get some food. Maybe we'll be lucky. Wow. There's a lot less rations around now. So when you get access to them, save them for an emergency. They're an event spawn and a loot crate spawn only. And one in the world, just to make sure the spawns work. Is it? I didn't know that. No. But something else is. So don't worry. For NBC gear, yes. Basically, the weapon mod, the NBC gear mod, a clothing mod that I haven't used, a rucksack mod that I'm only using one of the rucksacks, and the weapon mod, and the storage mod were all part of the same mod. So it saves on having to load multiple mods to get lots of things happening at once. So rather than having to load like 5 mods, I could load 1 mod to do the job of 5 and just select which items we were going to have and which items we weren't. Which made more sense. Oh, recipes. There's less recipes now, guys. I couldn't get the recipe mod working, so I've had to use actual ones that are already working. And there'll be crafting in here that isn't going to be used on this server because you'll never find the items for them. But the searching trash or rubbish I think is so excellent. I wish I'd had it before. I can also change what spawns in there, though I've kept it vanilla. Just made a chance of getting a disease higher. The reason there's so many barrel storage kits spawning in is on purpose. It takes up a massive amount of space. So it'll be carry it back in your hand type gear until you get a better rucksack. And it sort of feels right that you would make something to store your barrels inside your base. No helicopters this wipe, guys. I can't risk it. No, just can't be risked with how 1.27 is playing. So it'll all be foot traffic. Which is how Deer Isle used to be done. It's on foot and swimming. So it is possible. Once we've got it working, we will be running a long wipe, because I don't want to be doing this all the time. I want this to be a 12-week wipe, and then we'll move to a new map. As you're learning, it's mostly clothing you'll find. I've not found anything useful that shoots stuff yet. And that's on purpose to push you further up the map. All the weapon spawns, the Deer Isle weapon spawns, are all spawning in vanilla locations for Deer Isle. Hi, Reckless. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Always appreciated. Yeah, 12 weeks is about right. It gives you enough time that if you can't get on 24/7, that you can build a base, you can explore, you can kill each other, you can do a bit of raiding. You can do all the things. You can go through the loot crates route a few times. We're allowing you to have more than one base, so you can build more than one base if you wish. But a smaller base size. So before you had 150 meters you could build in. It'll now just be 50 meters. Unlimited code lock still. But within 50 meters you can't fit that many code locks. And I think we're going to allow 4 bases per player. I think that's what sort of I'm allowing in my head at the moment. If I go up the hill from here, isn't there a well? Yes. On Groke's Hill. So up there somewhere. So what I've basically said is Deer vanilla weapons spawn in Deer vanilla weapon areas. But rather than like spawn 20 at a time, it will spawn 2. If that makes sense. So I think that's a fairer way of doing it. There we are, Groot's Hill. Groot's Hill. Whereas the specialists, the better weapons will spawn obviously higher tier. So for some of the stuff it will feel very vanilla. But the specialist gear you'll have to push further afield for and go into more dangerous areas. I think with a fair way of doing it. Only really want the well. We've got rations. Gosh, one could, couldn't they? I don't restrict you building over wells either. And with my little window covers for your base, you could cover up all the windows. You could airlock off that porch. You could block off the back door. And put some vanilla walls in there. Maybe a vanilla swing door with a code lock on it. Barbed wire it. You know, you could basically a wall there, a double door barricade, but don't build it into a door there, and then a double door here, single door here, block off this one, block off those windows, block off that window, a wall here, a door here, a door here, a door here, and then a door here and a door here, and you've got a room to live in and a room for extra storage, good fireplace and access to a well, and you've got a built-in greenhouse for growing food. Though you can dig garden plots if you wish. We'll show you. I'll just put a flag up and we'll show you how this thing works. Because it's a picture paints 1,000 words, and we'll still be having this next wipe because how good they are. So we'll just stick up a flag. That's there. Then we'll bring in a barrel, and it works for both types of barrel, vanilla and the modded ones. It's not a fire barrel. Make it easy. So you've got your barrel. Can't see inside. Open it. You've got access to your storage inside your barrel. And the more barrels you put in, the access to the more storage. Little flag on it. Flag on the barrel. So you can store 6 barrels in the space of 2, realistically. So I think we solved the stuffer issue as well, which is nice. We're still going to have to wipe because of the loot. And that's life. And what will take the most time to set up is Survivor. Again, it feels real. Just because if you had a couple of barrels, you might cut them down, string some metal together, tie it together and suspend things on it. It doesn't feel too PvP server. Can't believe we still don't have a gun. Hey ho. Also makes a bloody good base. If you've got the resources. Because you've got some really big rooms to fill with loot. But it takes a lot of resources to secure it from being shot through the windows. Not currently, Tin Man. Well, yes, you can. You can drop them. So if I don't have a flag now. So if I bring in a barrel. If we pick it up, I can't place it because I don't have a territory. So all I can do is drop it. And it can still be used. It just won't last as long as if you have a flag. Yeah. So you is that you volunteering to write the code for me? I don't know if anyone's done that. It would probably work on a PvP server to protect your base. I don't know if it should work on a vanilla server. I think we'll leave them to it. So I'm not allowing people to build a base without a flag because I track players based upon the flag, if that makes sense. So the software I use for tracking is all based upon a flag. So if you had a server that had, sorry, if you had a base that had, we'll argue, 20 code locks in, and you've got so if you've got one storage barrel full of loot, and I can see that because I'm tracking it, and then suddenly an hour later you've got 4 storage barrels full of identical loot, I'll know you're a duper and I'll ban your account. I'll normally monitor you first. I'll come in God mode, I'll stand behind you and see what's happening, and then once I know you're duping stuff by manipulating the server lag, I will then ban you, add you to a ban list, and you'll get banned from the top 100 servers that take part in that list. And I'm in the same list of a lot of the big players out there. So people that are banned on Northman, Aftermath, Rearmed, also I subscribe to the same sort of lists that they do. Not saying it's them, but some of the big players out there, I'm on the subscribe list with them. So if you're banned on certain servers, you won't even find my server. Also, if anyone's got a ban within the last 12 months, they won't find my server. And if the ban's older than 12 months, I get a ping, and then I have a look at their account, and I can tell them whether I want to take the risk or not. Because everyone can change. Duping. So, in very basic terms, I've got a knife, a kitchen knife. What you do is you manipulate the server so it slows down, so it's lagging, and you can make that become 2 kitchen knives when the server comes back up. But people don't do it with kitchen knives, they do it with explosives and guns and ammo. Very naughty. Cheating. The big servers will have code that they've written themselves that if you dupe, they will know because they'll get a ping to tell them that you've been duping. I can't afford to pay for that code. So I have to do it via tracking and watching players. So a lot of the time when you guys are like, oh, he doesn't play Goblin DayZ very often, often I'm on the server tracking players. Especially players that don't join the Discord until I know I can trust them. You can tell the bits of the ground that were an afterthought, can't you? Like, he didn't originally mean to put water in here, and then he did, but he didn't remove the grass below your feet to start with. I would agree. But we don't get... A lot of players that would cheat won't play my server because I don't have a kill feed. I don't make it easy to get weapons. We don't have sleeping bags. We don't have... Oh, some lag. We don't have all the things people want. Oh, okay. I'm not very well. Police station up here. We might get a gun out of it, I suppose. I say might very loosely. So, because we're losing sleep mod, do you want the ability of searching drinks machines as well, or think that's going too far? Took his backpack. I'm normally carrying so much crap. My stamina is about 1/5. Yeah. I'm the same. We all carry... Play these type of servers, you carry everything that you might need. And a bit more on top of that. But I hope you guys are working out that there's not a lot of weapons on the servers now. You're going to have to work for those weapons. Okay, that's fine. What about wells that don't always work? No, unfortunately not. I can't. That would be quite nice, having to find a coin. Or back when I was a young squaddy, thrusting a knife into the coin slot used to work. I'd imagine. So find pliers, guys. That'll give you 40 nails again. It may or may not work. Okay, Restless. You get it then. The same as it, I may or may not have done it when I was a young soldier. The reason that did that so quickly is because I've got God mode still turned on, isn't it? That's better. We're all here for the torture. Yeah. I mean, basically, once I've fixed the loot and maybe added in another loot crate, depending on the time, we're there. But I think it's going to take a wipe to fix it. Yes. And yes. And gun cleaning kits. And sewing kits and leather sewing kits, so you can keep yourself repaired. Basically, that's what you've got, is you can repair your clothing, you can repair your gun from what you can craft, and you can make nails. And then the base building mods. But we might lose expansion and just have vanilla and those extra doors. And really force people into survival building. Our first weapon. Obviously still use code locks with them. Can't do that. I wish I could. Or wish I could. I wish it could be water or dirty water. 50-50. And you didn't know. You'd have to purify all water. Don't need a cowboy hat. I ain't no buoyancy. I can't turn them off, John. Unless I take the whole mod off, and then you don't get the ability of making the other stuff. So, I'll happily turn the mod off and make you find all your stuff. More than happy to do that. And you can just make nails. More than happy with that. But then the problem we have is the amount of footwear that ruins. Yeah? But more than happy to take it off. Yeah, teddy bears shouldn't be here. Basically, it's fair to say the loot table's fucked. DE pills. Cure everything pills. I tried to get the recipe mod working 3 times with the code that they'd given me with examples. I even used their example code and it didn't work. So, I gave it up as a bad idea. Otherwise, we would have had recipes that I was deciding upon. But I ain't no modder, unfortunately. What about chicken coops, guys? Would you like the ability of searching chicken coops for eggs? I'm just thinking about something else that's realistic. Yes. You need fat from an animal or human. And then you need rags that you would be using as a first aid kit. And that'll make you a gun cleaning kit. So we could have no trader. No trader. We'll never have a trader again. The reason I started everyone off with traders was to get them used to survival servers. Yeah. So you'll have... So if I put that mod on and it works, you'll be able to search chicken houses to find with a chance of getting an egg. And then you can eat the egg raw. But there'll be a percentage chance of an egg. It won't be every chicken house gives you an egg. But again, it feels like it should be in the game. So let me just put that down as a note a second. Chicken houses. Okay, got that as a note. So we'll aim to have chicken houses then, if it works. Doesn't give you a lot of food, but it's like having patty in real terms. No, the server doesn't do that, the mod, unfortunately. It just gives you... It gives you a chicken egg, and then it gives you a choice of what you want as a bonus prize in there. So you could have like an M16. I probably wouldn't. Let's be honest about this. And then you choose the percentages of how you want it to spawn in. Bones from a doghouse. There's no mod for it that I know of. I know we're only losing one mod, so I'm reluctant to put 2 in to replace 1. If that makes sense. Obviously, the zombies might be a little bit harder when this becomes live. There might be less civilian zombies and more military zombies around. But you would expect that of me, wouldn't you? The well here, yeah. Briefcase up there, I think, isn't there? Or something. Was it just now? No, just for show. I respect military only with a high possibility of popping. No, you'd be surprised what percentages things are set at. I prefer it to be a little bit more random. So you think you're going to have it happen every time, but it doesn't. If that makes sense. Sometimes you might get 3 in a row, and then might not get another one for 3 or 4 days. What I'd love to do is find a way of putting a bomb vest. You know the zombie, the military zombie that runs at you screaming? I'd like to make his clothes look like a bomb vest. Take his hat off, and then he runs towards you screaming and then explodes when you kill him. I think that would be awesome. Yes, exactly. But you might find the other servers don't have the problem we do, because they might be using another mod, or they might be modders that can override it and know what they're doing. That's a downside. And Zen is pretty good at fixing his mods, in all honesty. He's still in the community. Some mods, like Bear Buff, if that's broken, that won't get fixed because they've given up supporting that mod. Which is my reluctance to use Base Building Plus, because they've not done an update on BB Plus for so long that unless you're a modder and can write the code, there is no point going near it at this point in DayZ's cycle. But I quite like the doors that we've got here that fit into that vanilla way of thinking. As I said, I might turn off vanilla building, expansion building, and just have vanilla and the new doors. Because that will give you what you need, and you can still use code locks with it, and makes it a bit more survival, rather than this clean looking structure you make. And you can still use a swing vanilla door if you want to. And at the moment, that's where my brain is thinking, turn off expansion build. I want building to be hard work. If you want to be secure and have somewhere to store loot, it shouldn't be an easy option. We'll do a little search up here in case we find something that throws out lead. I hope you all appreciate how earlier on I looked at something, but we didn't go near it because I understood some of you might use it for base building. Everyone that understands what I mean, smile, or make a reference to it in chat. Yeah, compasses shouldn't be in. Because when you find a map, you don't need them. Not amazing, Cookie. We've had to lose sleep mod. Because it doesn't work with 1.27. And the loot tables are fucked. For some reason, it's pulling in loot from that I haven't told it to, which is really annoying. But apart from that, so I'm going to have to do a full wipe. It's really, really annoying. Bimmy, oh, I do get the reference. I'm glad. So you understand why I didn't show you what I was going, we walked past. I remember from the first time when I showed people an area and everyone was like, "Oh, I can't build a base there now." So I tried to stay away from things that would give away base building areas. Oh dear. Exactly. Oh dear. So we do have CE pills that cure everything, including eating humans. You can pop a CE pill. You can eat human flesh, and then you can eat one of those pills, and you're cured. So I'm gonna, full wipe on Thursday. Along with that, and then fix the loot table, and then add the other mods in and put the codes back in. So I think rather than go live Friday, it will be Sunday. It goes live because I'll need Thursday, Friday to get the server ready, Saturday, Sunday to put all the mods in. That's life. How did your stream go, mate? And out to Cookie, because that should be his link if it works. And it's Cookie's birthday today, so happy birthday to Cookie. Yes, you do, Monkey. There's still no bang sticks, guys. Yes, really. Unfortunately. Things are spawning in that I don't want to spawn in, and they're not even in the table to spawn in. But they're still spawning. So that needs to be fixed, and I think the only way I can fix it is with a wipe. Cookie's a lot younger than I am. It's a fair way of putting it, but then Cookie would say so's everybody. That'll dehydrate me. Oh, that's a shame, Cookie. I'm glad it's gone well, though, mate. Another blueprint. If anyone's not seen a blueprint, this one is a wooden plank one. So I'll just spawn in some wooden planks and show it to you. So drag 10 planks onto the blueprint. It will make the kit. See, we won't be able to deploy the kit because we've not got a flag up. But that'll give you... That's not going to work. But if it did work, that you can put weapons on it. And for carrying it round, you could get it in your hiking backpack just. You can find some in the world without needing blueprints. But you're going to have to carry them wherever you want to take them. Just not many. Don't know if they fixed it. That used to be the best bandage in the game. So guys, I hope this sort of proves that you're going to have to get out of spawn to get some weapons. Oh, Cookie, what you won't have seen. My endgame gun. 14.5 times 114mm bullpup bolt action anti-materia rifle. Ready for it? But how heavy is it? It's that heavy. So stamina is there. Stamina's there. Yeah. You notice it doesn't need page up and page now to make kills. The bullet moves so quickly. It is a one tapper for the server. With some serious blood splatter. I don't. Though, out to the whole chat, I'm trying to stay away tonight from all potential base building locations apart from in the woods or in a house. So, to give you more options. Obviously, we've lost sleep mod. We'll gain something instead. I just need to test it. I said probably the egg mod, if I can get that to work. T-Rex. Yeah. Hell of a gun for a server. But I haven't got that in easy to get to places. That you can get one. With a pack of ammo. That's possible. Obviously, I do realise we might bump into an area that I didn't know was a base building area. And it is. But there's some areas that I won't go to, saying that in reference now. Just so you're all aware. Ah. Not my sort of music. Never built in that building up there before. But I won't be visiting it any closer. I realise that some of you might want to sit down and try and work it out. Be a bitch of a build to do. Especially with vanilla and those doors. That would be a really difficult build. Makes me want to do it even more. We do have to try something though. If we're not going to have expansion, you guys still want roofs, don't you? Let's just go and practice something to see if it works on a roof build. Cookie and I's method of roof building. Territory manager. Test. Teleport to territory. While we're here, you want a gun inside the gun rack to see if it survives, don't you guys? I won't wipe this until Thursday, so we've got a few days for things to spawn in and we can see if they work or not. There you go. And we'll put an item in there to see if that despawns. Right, let's just try it. We need rope. What, 2? And sticks. Stick. 2 packs of them, wooden stick. This is the cookie and goblin method of base building in vanilla. So I need to put in build anywhere. That's okay. Though you could probably do it like there. But yeah. And that's fine. I can do build anywhere in the code. I don't need a mod for it. That might work. And then what you do is basically build that wall once, that wall once, that wall once, and the roof twice, and then it covers up the gap. And then you can actually put a door in. So I don't need to add a mod for build anywhere. I can just change the code. Any other items you'd like to look at, guys, while we're here? Let's have a look at some more kit. So, normal weapons box goes inside that shelf thing that we found earlier, and we made earlier. That one you know about. So wooden shelf kit, I believe it goes... Oh, that's the weapons one. Yeah. Gun salvage kit. I have no idea where that came from, because that shouldn't be on here. That's a repair from Pristine, isn't it? That should not be spawning. I've had nothing to do with that mod. Lockers. No code locks inside them though. Also no code locks inside them. There's your grill kits you know about. Water barrels you know about. Fridges. Fridge doesn't seem to be working. I'll have to look into that. I like these though. Sticking in ammo boxes and the yellow cases. Right guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I probably won't be streaming on Thursday because I'll be wiping. I realise I have to sort the loot out and I can't see any easy way of doing it apart from to wipe and start again. But thank you for watching for the last couple of hours or 3 hours. Thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for having conversation about all of this. Oh, hi Hugo. I'm just about to finish. I am sorry. And I will see you all again soon. I'll put an update into the chat explaining what's going to happen because the test wipe or the test run hasn't worked. See you all again soon, guys. I won't be on tomorrow because I've got a long day at work. Cheers, guys. Bye.